up with that right front tire?
Right front? Why do you need a right? Dude, we're filming now. Leave them tires alone, man.
Oh, we're filming?
We're filming.
Oh.
Get it together. Leave that mess alone.
Well, I'm looking for a right front.
Won't worry about it.
What's up, everybody?
Kings of Fantasy coming to you here. Scott the Wolfman Worley.
Wes, Woodbird, Woodbury.
We are previewing NASCAR this week, and where are we, Wood?
We are in Alabama, Lincoln, Alabama, for Talledega.
Talledega. We got some speed going on this weekend. You may need them tires after all, so don't go too far away from them. So, speed. Tell us about Talledega Super Speedway.
Talledega, the biggest track on the circuit, coming in at 2.66 miles long.
That's right. It makes it very fast. We have about 188 laps on there, and to keep these speeds from going too high, they put, what do they put in there, like a restrictor plate?
You know where I'm already pulling my hair out on this one, Wolfman.
It's gonna be a tough to figure out. This brings back nightmares of Daytona, and you know how I feel about Daytona. It got to be a mess. So I'm very cautious going into this week as we look at Talledega. So
I am in total agreement with you there.
right. So this is kind of like driving on a freeway. This thing, you can get them 4 wide as they go up and down down that back stretch, the super stretch, and bring it on around. The start-finish line, very unique, very unique. Start-finish line is not in the middle of the front stretch. It's down closer to turn 1. A lot can happen in that 200 yards there between the front corner there and the start-finish line. So be aware of that. Be aware of that. All right. So let's get into some of these guys, these drivers that we're targeting. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go ahead with all of your picks first.
All
of yours. Open up that bag of gifts for everybody, and let's see that, baby.
Okay, I'm gonna start with Kyle Larson this week.
Kyle Larson, all right.
He is dominating the 1.5 mile track this year. Now, obviously, this is
What's that got to do with a 2.66 mile track?
it's longer than a 1/2 mile track we've been running here. You know, Bristol, Martinsville, all these shorties.
All right, keep going.
It's a crazy week this week. Kyle Larson.
Okay.
My second pick, my favorite pick of the week here. I'm even representing right here.
Oh boy, he's broke
We're
out.
going with Chase Elliott and the Hooters sponsored number 24 Chevrolet. Love Chase Elliott this week. Fire him up all over the place.
All right, good.
Now, do you even want my conspiracy pick this week?
Let's just give us the whole bag of gifts right now. Go ahead, give me to that conspiracy.
Hang on, folks. We got the conspiracy coming. Wolfman,
Okay.
what is this race called? Not Talledega.
The Geico 500.
The Geico 500, you say?
That's I said that.
Is there a car that is sponsored by Geico?
There may be one.
Yes, there is. Ty Dillon. Fire up some Ty Dillon. He's going to get you, you know, some minimal points, but at his price this week on DraftKings, he's going to come through in the clutch for you, driving the number 17 Geico.
Alrighty. Well,
Those are my picks this week.
those are your picks.
Love Chase Elliott. I have to say it again.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna get into my picks. Usually I give you a couple of really good guys and then a sleeper, but I'm telling you, when I go through and run through these numbers, for these Talledega numbers, it scares me. Okay.
Don't get scared.
I know I don't need to get scared, so that means I just got to pick my strategy, okay? And I'm thinking back to Daytona. There was a lot of those crashes in the back half of the race, and it really upset me. Thank you, Denny Hamlin.
He did get upset.
I did. But when I look through these numbers, when we're looking at average finishes for other races, we're trying to target guys around who are averaging 5th, 6th, 7th, even in some of these races. I don't see any one active racer that has an average finish in the past 6 races less than 10.
Who is that?
That is your boy, Mr. Chase Elliott, which I like because his dad owns the track record here. You knew that, right?
I sure did.
That's right. Bill Elliott set a lap record of about 212.
212.
212 there. Okay, so I do like him. He's raced here twice. That's not a lot of big sample size for you. So he's had an average finish of 8.5 with a 5th and a 12th place finish.
Okay.
So these other guys, normally when I'm picking guys, we're trying to fit as many of these top tier guys in there
As we can.
and then you're filling out the rest from down bottom.
Okay.
these top guys, these 9,000 on DK or more expensive, they scare me. Okay, they absolutely scare me. I'm gonna give you an example. Brad Keselowski, he's playing pretty well, running pretty well this year.
He won last year, correct?
He did win last year. In the past 6 races, he's got a first, and a fourth.
Woo.
It's pretty good.
Woo.
In 3 of those 6, you know what he did in the other 3?
What's the other 3?
He did a 22nd, 38th, and 38th.
Ooh, so we're looking 50-50 here.
Well, exactly. Now, another guy, Joey Logano, won last week.
Yep.
Okay? In past 6 races, he's got a first, and an 11th. All right? You want to fire him up until you look at his other 3 races, a 25th, a 33rd, and a 32nd.
50-50.
This is feast or famine for these big name guys, okay? They're either going to win it for you or they're going to finish towards the very back. So it scares me. You know what I take comfort in?
What's comforting? What comforts you?
Being nice and steady all the way through. Guys like Ryan Newman.
Oh,
that's
Rocket
right.
Newman.
Guys like Ryan Newman, who has finished between 10th and 20th every time he's been here, basically. Now, he finished 28th last year, okay, so don't get too caught up in that. But he does have a 13th, he does have a 12th, 18th, 14th. So he's going to be there for you.
I agree with that.
I love these middle
don't lie.
I love these middle of the pack guys. And I'm talking about Ryan Newman. I'm talking about Austin Dillon. I'm talking about Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Clint Boyer. All right, so these guys I'm gonna have in several of my lineups, but I'm playing lightly this week.
Okay.
Playing lightly. There's a lot of unknown with this week, so you got to play lightly. A lot of variety in your lineups, so keep that in mind.
Spread the board. Spread the board.
Spread the board. So just be cautious. I like those middle guys.
Yep.
You can even find some value down low with a guy like Cole Witt. That's right.
Stretching it, buddy.
You heard me, Cole Witt, an average finish of 18th. Okay? You can't find that value on those guys anywhere else.
That's true.
You got to find value when it comes to looking at this race down in Talledega, which is built on a former Air Force base. Here's your Wolfman tidbit, the old Anniston Air Force Base. That's where it's built. So be cautious when you're playing. Not a heavy exposure in one racer. Spread it out.
Juggle your lineups this week.
Juggle it out, spread it out, okay? And it's going to be loud there.
It's going to be real loud.
It's real loud.
Largest party in the South.
You may need some noise-canceling headphones whenever you go. If you're in turn 4 in the infield like I was one year, it was loud when those guys come around. It's a blast, okay? Race comes on Sunday at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
So keep that in mind. Now, we've got one more pick. One more pick from our guest picker of the day. Hold that.
Who's the
And I'm
guest
going to bring
picker?
her up here. Come here.
Oh.
Come here. Come on up. Don't be
Who is
shy.
this?
This is the Kings of Fantasy special picker of the week right here. All right. Now this is Miss Finley. She's got a special pick for this race. Now, who was the name that we talked about, sweetheart? What was her name? What's her name? Oh, say it one more loud. Say it loud. Danica Patrick. That's the guest pick of the week, baby.
High five
I
on
like
that.
it. Give her a high five.
Woo.
Give it to me here. All right, we're the
Oh,
Kings
don't
of
leave me
Fantasy.
hanging, man.
Yes, sir. My bad. I'm so sorry,
Come
buddy.
on.
Just hug it out.
Group hug.
Group hug. I love it.
Group
All right.
hug.
All right. We are the Kings of Fantasy. Be sure to watch the Geico 500 and all the conspiracies surrounding Geico and Ty Dillon. And on Sunday, 2 o'clock, I'm Wolfman.
I'm the Woodbird.
And that's Finley. Enjoy the
Signing
race,
out.
everybody.